Okay, I decided to try to turn a bowl from a log. So I got a tree in my backyard that had to come down. Took it down about 6 months ago. About a month ago I cut the trunk, split it. I just took a chainsaw and cut it straight down the middle. Then I cut it into pieces. And well, I didn't paint the ends. So I don't know, probably 3/4 of the wood that I split ended up cracking. That was I don't know, the last 3 weeks. But some turned out okay. I should have painted the ends, and now I know. So anyway, so cut it. And I took the chainsaw and I cut the corners because I couldn't fit it on here without that. And if I turned it sideways, it vibrated because I don't have the wood lathe bolted down yet. Now this lathe is like 170 pounds, so it's really sturdy, and I'm going to put the bolts in. I just got it like yesterday, the day before. Anyway, so I started working on this thing, roughing it, and I gotta say, after spending a month on a smaller wood lathe and making poles over and over and over out of 2x4s that I split, working with oak is much harder. It's louder, it's more violent, and it's just vicious. Anyway, I got a faceplate right here that I screwed onto the wood. I put it on there and started roughing it. I probably spent like, I don't know, 20-30 minutes roughing, and I think I'm halfway done roughing it. This thing's going to take hours to make a bowl. I had no idea. I think all the videos that I looked at in the past were cut and edited, so it didn't show how many hours of time it takes to make these things. But I'm still determined to do it, and it's going to get done. Okay, I just spent like another 10-15 minutes, and this part's getting much smoother. It's really catching up now. But I still got a ways to go. I don't know. It kind of feels like instead of carving, instead of cutting, it feels like I'm breaking the wood off. And I'm using this bowl gouge. This is I guess the only one I have. I just resharpened it. The difference between a spindle gouge and a bowl gouge is this is not thin, it's very thick. The spindle gouge is like a razor, and this is like a chisel with a sharp edge. So anyway, a lot more to go. Okay, I'm still roughing it out. This side's smooth. That isn't finished. This side is still blocky, so I guess it wasn't centered perfectly. I did work on the side a little, smoothing it out. When it's spinning, you can see a shape inside the shape. I don't know how to explain it, but you can kind of picture where the centered meat of the wood is, and this part right here is just extra. It's not here, but it's there, so when it spins it looks invisible, and this looks solid. So it's pretty easy to know what you have to carve out. And I like that. So back at it. Okay, I'm still at it. I just roughing out the ends. I was trying to make this a little bit deeper on the cut, and as a result, I got a little impatient, I guess. It's another pitfall to learn. I went in too hard and cut a groove right here, and then hit I don't think that's a knot, but I dug in too deep, and toe was on the footrest, and I bent my bowl gouge. Wow. Just a mistake. I guess you gotta stay patient. Just a little bit at a time, So. Alright, so I'm still roughing the bowl. Still roughing the bowl. Probably going to give up for the night pretty shortly and start back at it again tomorrow night. But here's it spinning. This lathe from Harbor Freight has adjustable speed. It's really nice compared to the old one that I had. You had to move the belts. This one, you just grab hold of that lever while it's moving, speed it up or slowing down. The slowest speed on it is 600 RPM. So that's what I've been using for while I've been roughing it. I just moved it up to 750. I should probably keep it at 600. I don't know. But let's lower it down. Turn it off. Let's take a look. All right. It's really smoothed out, rounded out over the last hour. Even this side that was blocky is almost done, and shortly we'll start making this part disappear when we go in another, I don't know, thinking a half an inch total. So it's really difficult. It's vicious. It's loud. A lot of chips. Not cutting, but just chipping. I'll be glad when that part's done. I liked smoothing out the side, the bottom here. I smoothed out the bottom, and that was fun. That part was definitely a lot of fun. So, okay. Okay, this is my second time today sweeping up the garage, and I wanted to show you what the sawdust looked like with a bowl. When I'm working with pine, I get shavings and chips, and this is a lot finer. A lot of it is really dusty. So it's more dust, less shavings. I don't know why that is. I got a sharp bowl gouge, and it's just roughing. I would think there'd be a lot more chips.